Hi everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Snacking with Savvy, Snackies edition! Today, we're going to be making mini meat pies. These were submitted by Patrick. They literally turned out amazing. Thank you so much, Patrick, for submitting them. And if you have a recipe that you would like to see, make sure that you share it in the Discord. So let's see what we're snacking on today. So these mini meat pies were amazing. Let's see how to make them. First, we're going to be starting with 1 onion that's finely chopped and thrown into a pan. Then we're going to take 1 pound of ground beef and we're browning that together with the onion. And then after it's fully cooked, you're going to want to remove the excess grease. Then we're going to start building flavor. You're going to take 3/4 cup of cold water, 1/4 cup of ketchup, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire, then 2 beef bouillon cubes, a half teaspoon of dried oregano, and a 4th teaspoon of black pepper. You're going to bring that to a boil and then reduce the heat and simmer for about 10 minutes so the flavors can develop. While that simmers, we're going to whisk together 1/4 cup of cold water and 1/4 cup of cornstarch until that's smooth. Then we're going to add that into the beef and we're going to stir that in together for about 5 more minutes until it thickens. Now that everything's cooking, we're going to start prepping the little cups that they're going to go in. I didn't have anything to cut perfect circles, so I ended up just cutting them in half and then placing them into the cup instead of making like a pie shape. Next time I will get a circle thing or try to cut circles to make a pie. But this is what I did. I just kind of pressed it into the cup and then I spooned the filling inside. And then you were supposed to have some puff pastry on top to be like an actual pie, but I didn't have it, so I ended up just mixing the egg together and then brushing it on the top of that. And then you're gonna put it in the oven and bake it at 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes until golden and flaky and perfect. And this is what it looks like when it's all done. I hope you guys enjoyed. These came out amazing. I really recommend, and I think you should try them. They were so good, and I hope you guys enjoyed. That's today's snacky. These meat pies were so delicious, and I'll definitely be making them again. And I want to give a huge thank you to Patrick for sharing that today. Thank you so much for your recipe. Next time I'll pay attention and I'll make the pie the correct way with having the top being a puff pastry, but it still turned out amazing. I highly recommend. Until next time, keep snacking. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed another taste of the treehouse.